Hey man, what y'all doing in my kitchen? Oh, it's today. All right. Well, I want to welcome you out on my show, Kicking It in the Kitchen with Chef Andarrio. And this is the first episode. And on the first episode, I'm going to give you 3 good ways on how to make grits my way. You know, being born and raised in Hampton County, South Carolina, grits was a delicacy. So stay tuned and come kick it in the kitchen with me. Let's roll. The first dish of the grits episode is Shrimpy Grits with turkey sausage. And let me give you a rundown of some of the ingredients. Right here, I got some medium-sized shrimp, turkey sausage, vegan butter, pink Himalayan salt, black pepper, lemon pepper, Cajun seasoning, 1.5 cups of grits, grapeseed oil, almond milk, and I also have some parsley. All right, now first step, we're gonna add these grits to my boiling water. I got about 5 cups of water in here. And once you add it, you wanna stir it real good. If you don't stir it good enough, it can get scorched and you're gonna have a burnt flavor in your grits. And we don't want that. And make sure you cover it with a lid so the moisture could cook the grits as well. And now we're gonna add our vegan butter. You know, this is gonna give it a little, a little flavor. A lot of flavor actually. And then we're gonna add our pink Himalayan salt. Add about 2 pinches in there. And now we're gonna get into adding some black pepper. And then you wanna get back to stirring it. That's the main thing with grits. And keep a lid over it. I got a pan heating up and I'm gonna add my 2 ounces of grapeseed oil. And this will be used for sauteing the shrimp. And we're gonna add our shrimp to this pan. And I like to add it once the oil starts smoking. So we're gonna saute a little bit, make sure the shrimp is cooked evenly on each side. And while that's cooking, we're gonna slice up our sausage in nice little 1/2-inch circles. And we're gonna add that as well. Once my shrimp is cooked all the way, and I'll make sure the shrimp is cooked evenly on both sides. I like to get a nice sear on each side of the shrimp. Now we're gonna season it with about a pinch of lemon pepper seasoning. Then we're gonna add our Cajun seasoning. Just where that burst of flavor comes in at. Then you wanna saute it, mix it all up real good all over the shrimp. If you can't toss it like this, you can use like a spoon or something or a tongue and just mix it up. Then we're gonna add that almond milk to it. And this is what's gonna create the sauce. Now we're gonna add our sausage, which is gonna give it more flavor. Let it cook on down and simmer with the shrimp and the almond milk and the seasonings. Now we're gonna add some grits to the plate. Once the grits is finished, and we can start plating it up. Got a little mixture of sausage and shrimp. Look at that sauce, man. So flavor, all that flavor. And you're gonna pour it all over your shrimp and your grits and all over your sausage and add a little cheese to it. Just a little cheese, please. Add a little parsley. And voila, magic. Okay, for the next recipe, I know I said the shrimp was my favorite, but this is most definitely my favorite. Ain't nothing like a good old fried flounder and some grits. And right here, I'm pulling out a couple pieces of flounder, it's filleted, boneless, ain't nothing too special about it. First thing first, we're gonna season it. Of course, Cajun seasoning. Yeah, I love Cajun. And I love that lemon pepper. Put that lemon pepper on top of it. That's the key, man. You gotta have that seasoning in that thing. Rub it in, give it a good rub. You're gonna flip it over. And guess what? You're gonna season both sides. Flip that thing over, hit it again with a little Cajun. Right here, we got some almond flour. And spread it all over the fish. Make sure it's sticking real good. This was gonna create your crust. And then right here, throw it in my little fryer here, 350 degrees. You know, always fry your fish on 350 degrees. Okay, we're gonna drop that fish in the fryer for about a good 5 to 7 minutes, or until done. I say 5 minutes, it depends on how big your fish is. And once it's fried, you know, this is how it's gonna look, nice and crispy and golden. And you wanna add your grits and add the fish on top. You know, I layer a couple pieces on there. And of course, you know I love that cheese. You can't have grits without some cheese. You toss it, you know, put it all across the fish a little. You can put a little garnish. You know, just cooking at home, man. You know, you don't gotta go all extra with it, but as long as you got the flavor there. You know, real short, simple, nice fried flounder over grits. What's up, people? This Chef Andarrio. I'm gonna invite y'all to my spot, Cuzzo's Cuisines. Come on inside and let me show you my empire, man, where the magic happens. First of all, y'all, I want to welcome y'all to Cuzzo's Cuisine. Y'all here at my restaurant. You know, you got the restaurant and the food truck. And, you know, I just want to toot my horn just a little bit, just to show y'all a few famous people that I've cooked for in my time. Let's start off over here and let me show you, man. We got Young Dolph, famous Memphis rapper. Next, old school R&B singers. You know, Gary Owens, you know, he's a famous comedian. We got Charlamagne the God, you know, from the Breakfast Club. We got Al B. Sure, you know, R&B singer. Marcus Houston. But that's a lot more people that, you know, that I've cooked for in my time. But forget all that, man. Let's get to the kitchen. That's what I'm here for. So if y'all ready to kick it in the kitchen, let's roll. All right, this dish here is cube steak and grits. The ingredients we're about to use for this dish is pink Himalayan salt, black pepper, lemon pepper seasoning, Cajun seasoning, and cube steak. You see, I got my saute pan heating up here, and we're gonna add about 2 ounces of grapeseed oil in the pan. And you wanna get that nice and hot. And once it's hot, you can add your steak to it. And I like to sear my steak on both sides. You know, when you sear it, that locks in the flavor. Okay, then you wanna toss it real good. And now it's time to add our seasoning to it. We're gonna add that Cajun seasoning, add some lemon pepper seasoning, and this is where our flavor comes in at. Yeah, toss it, of course, or like I say, use a spoon, but I like to toss. I like to make it jump out the pot. You know, make sure it's cooked evenly on each side. And all that flavor coming from the juices from the steak and the seasoning is all coming together. Now we're gonna add our almond milk. And this is where our sauce come in at, of course. All right, you wanna let it simmer until it thickens a little and creates a gravy. Now we're gonna add our grits to the plate and make sure that grits is nice and smooth. And look, we're gonna add the steak once the steak finished cooking. And you know what's coming after that? The drip. Drip, drip, drip. Oh yeah, the sauce. You know, I've been had sauce, man. Before I was a boss, I had the sauce. All right. That cheddar make it better. Hey, we coming back with the parsley again. And there's go our steak and grits. Low country style. And this is good eating, man. Good southern eating. Oh man, it's about that time. I hope y'all enjoy kicking it in the kitchen with me and some of these delicious dishes that I brought to you from the Low Country. But until next time, peace.